Whoops. Hi, Dick. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Hi, Vicky. You know what we're missing is, wait, where'd Warren go? Is he here on the other screen? No.
He was here earlier, he just disappeared.
Yeah, he left.
We need Dale.
Yes.
Hmm. Warren would come back. Oh, Peter.
Hi,
Hi, Peter. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and all of you are well, I
Hello.
hope. Hi.
Yeah,
Vicky, it looks like we have no audio for you. Your phone's got, it's not muted. It says an extra, a slash mark for audio. We see you. Uh-oh. Vicky, can you hear us? Well. How is she on twice, Trisha?
I think one might be her audio and one's her camera.
Vicky,
But
not
she
if you
doesn't.
hear us. Can you hear us?
She might be using her phone for the, the audio, or the camera, or vice versa.
We have two versions of you, one on your iPhone and one. Oh boy. Are we already broadcasting?
Yes. I set it up because it takes a while to go through.
Sure. Oh boy. We had Warren was here and then he's not, and we don't have Dale, so we might have to change. Order slightly. minute, people. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay, Warren's coming back.
Oh, there's Kate.
Are we okay now?
We are all right. We don't have Dale.
Yeah, I got knocked off and then now I'm okay.
Good, good. So let's, do we have everyone here, from McLiberty?
Yeah, Maria's here.
Okay. So. Let's
You want to do McLiberty?
Yeah, let's do McLiberty, but Dale's not here, so let's do McLiberty first. Do we need Dale we probably do, right? To accomplish what we need to with him? Warren?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, man. Hmm. Warren, if you can hear us, you're frozen. Oh. Well, in the meantime, I might as well call the July Pine Plains Planning Board meeting to order. Obviously, we're conducting this meeting over Zoom and broadcasting on YouTube in accordance with the Executive Order 202.48, which is a continuation of previous executive orders modifying the open meeting law for the state of New York. Well, we do have a quorum here, so why don't we go, till we get Warren back, let's do our minutes for June. Did everyone get to review the minutes? The draft minutes that were published? And there was just some minor changes and those were made, right, Trish?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have a motion to accept the minutes for June?
So moved.
Second? Second. Kate seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
I,
All right, the minutes accepted. So I believe we've satisfied, jumping in the order a little bit here, we're going to do McLiberty. And I believe we satisfied the minor issues that were outstanding with that application. If you saw the emails that went around from Warren, I believe there was an updated map, correct, Marie?
Yeah, it was submitted on the 23rd of June, but via email, and I sent it to Ray Jerkowski, and I sent it to Trish, and I sent it to Drew, the building inspector. So, and that was the one I said I submitted a couple weeks in advance of the meeting, so it would be the map of record.
Right, and it just, the only changes really were just some added information, including the house and the distance to the side lot line.
Right, and a couple of minor corrections. Like I said, we had formerly Mud Pond, now Wolven Lake. We said it makes more sense to say Wolven Lake, formerly Mud Pond. You know, just simple little things like that, little details that I always see after the fact.
Okay. And there was is there one possible outstanding issue regarding the deeds? I can't remember now.
Well, there was a merger deed that got sent around today.
Yeah, I sent that. I apologize again for taking so long. It finally dawned on me what Warren was looking for, and so I put it together quick. I said, if I hadn't had it submitted, then he might have been able to make it a condition of the approval, but if he's satisfied with it, then hopefully that would, there wouldn't be any conditions. lot line adjustment.
Went around today. Let me see here. I had everything up for Mitchell, but I didn't, just figured I'd get the other one going when we. Mhm.
I'm wondering if we don't need a bit of a tutorial about how to read the merger deeds. I mean, this made sense to me, but as not a non-professional, I wouldn't know whether something was missing or not.
Right, well, I mean, that's kind of why we just need Warren to give it the okay.
Exactly. Well, could we approve it pending Warren's stamp
Yeah,
of
we did,
approval?
Warren actually did send around a resolution, which I have here. Did everyone get to look at that came very late, but did everyone get to look at that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did anyone see any issues? No, I take it that's a no. All right, so let me just see here where he mentions in here deed. Proposed applicant has submitted to the attorney a proposed deed and proposed merger deed, which will consolidate the portion of the property with the remaining parcel. Oh, it says the town has determined the deeds are acceptable. So I guess I really would want. So pending that, I would still say I want Warren to verbally tell me that everything's square with that. But I mean, maybe he could call in. Trisha, can you text him and ask him to maybe
I-
call?
I don't have his cell phone. Does anyone else have it?
Let me look.
Or you could just make that a condition.
yeah.
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 Yeah, we'll just make that a condition. And
Oh, he's back again.
oh, here we
He
go.
is. I don't see him.
He's coming. She sees him before.
There he is.
Hi, Warren. Can you hear us?
It says connecting to audio, and now it's got an X. Warren, do you hear us?
Nice. I don't see any audio indicator for him right now.
Nope, he doesn't have audio on.
Want to hold up a sign?
He could nod his head or shake his head, couldn't he? Hey,
So
Warren,
Warren, we see
let us-
you, but we do not hear any audio from you. If you can hear us, can you nod if you can hear us?
looks like he has no audio either way, doesn't it?
What's this now?
That might be Dale.
Warren looks like
Now,
Dixon. Hi, Warren. You can hear us now?
can you hear me now? Hi, there's something wrong. I'm having a lot of trouble getting in. Can you hear me now?
We hear you now.
Yeah, let's do this.
Perhaps, can you
Because
call in?
I can't
You're
get
you're
in
breaking
on
up.
my top.
You're breaking
Yeah,
up.
it is the best I can do. I'm trying to get it on my cell phone.
Well, as long
All I
as
can do.
you're that close, we can hear you.
So we had, because we did not have Dale here at the start, so we went on to McLiberty. And from what I could tell from your correspondence, I think we are good with the merger deed and everything for them. They gave us the updated map, which is acceptable to the board. And we were just looking to make sure that the merger deed was in order. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct. It's fine. I did a resolution, so the only thing you want to take out is the reference to the seeker. Because you and I determined this afternoon, it's not subject, it's a type 2 action, so.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to read the resolution here. The Town of Pine Plains Planning Board resolution granting final conditional approval to McLiberty Lot Line Adjustment Minor Subdivision. Whereas Elizabeth McLiberty and Frank Lambrea and Damaris Ingenito Lambrea, collectively known as Lambrea, have made application for a lot line adjustment minor subdivision for properties located at 4 Cedar Drive and 10 Cedar Drive, having tax map number 6872170591300000 and 687217-071113-0000. And whereas the applicant proposes to convey a 0.208 acre strip of land from the McLiberty property adjacent to the Lambrea property to Lambrea, all as shown on a plat entitled Lot Line Adjustment prepared for Frank Lambrea and Demarius Ingenito Lambrea and Elizabeth McLiberty, Town of Pine Plains, Dutchess County, New York, dated May 26, 2020, and prepared by Welch Surveying, Marie T. Welch, LS. And whereas the subdivision application proposes the planning board engineer that the property conveyed by McLiberty to Lambrea will be merged with the property owned by Lambrea. And whereas the matter came to be heard by the planning board at the June 10th, 2020 planning board meeting, and whereas the planning board reviewed the subdivision application in accordance with the requirements of section 230-8 of the town code and determined that the public hearing need not be conducted, and whereas the planning board has determined it is a type 2 action and no EAS form is required, whereas the applicant has submitted a proposed subdivision map in final form to the planning board on July 8th, 2020, which has been reviewed by the planning board and the planning board's engineer and attorney, and have determined that the proposed subdivision lot line adjustment map is acceptable and ready to be approved by the planning board in final form. And whereas the applicant has submitted to the town a proposed deed from McLiberty to Lambrea and a proposed merger deed for Lambrea, which will consolidate the portion of property being received by Lambrea with the remaining parcel owned by Lambrea, and the attorney to the town have determined that the deeds are acceptable. Now therefore be it resolved that the planning board hereby grants final approval to the said subdivision lot line adjustment and authorizes the planning board chairman to sign the subdivision plat subject to the following terms and conditions: that all escrow fees accrued for the review of the application by the town engineer and the attorney to the town, and all filed and recreation fees will be paid in full prior to the signing of the subdivision map by the planning board chairman. That the deed from McLiberty to Lambrea and merger deed from Lambrea to Lambrea be filed in the office of the Dutchess County Clerk within 7 working days of filing of the subdivision map, with the proof of filing be provided to the planning board and the attorney to the town. The motion, okay. So, can I have a motion to enact this resolution?
So moved.
Second,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Shown that the resolution passed unanimously.
Okay, there's one typo which I'll correct tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
done.
So that is done. So,
Okay. Tricia, is that resolution something you could email to me?
Yes,
Okay, I'd appreciate that.
Right,
sure.
Once you get that correction.
Yes.
And I have, like I say, I have the maps and the fee. If that's the only fee, the one we talked about, then I can drop them off hopefully in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Okay. So
you.
thank you very much.
Okay, bye, Marie.
Bye, Warren.
Next, so is that Dale at 845-849-2620? Um, Is he muted on our end, Trish?
No, it's on his end.
All right. Well, let's move on and go to the next one until. So Dale, if you can hear us, we see your. If that is your phone ending 2620, that you are muted or some sort of problem audio-wise on your end. So either redo it, try calling back in, or fix on your end.
You can't unmute him because he's not going to hear what you're saying to him, is he?
Well, we don't know.
He should be able to hear it. We won't hear him.
It's not. It doesn't have the mute symbol. It's got the not audio connected symbol, which I don't know if that meant he dropped or what. The mute symbol is the microphone with the. Yeah. See. So. In the meantime, Mr. D'Amato, give me 1 second. Did everyone get to look at this application? I believe we talked about it some months ago originally.
It was in November, yes.
Ooh. We can't. You seem pretty low. Can
Maybe move closer.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. Okay.
So, Trisha, do you have that application or map
Yep.
for it?
Yeah,
Screen
1 second.
share? Maybe Mr. D'Amato can walk us through that.
Sure, 1 second. Okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs. I might be able to get better reception upstairs. Let me see.
You want me to scroll down to the map?
Yes, scroll down to the map, please.
Okay, 1 second. Someone's trying to get in. Oops, sorry.
Oh, you were there. Oh, there you go. Mute Warren for a minute until he's settled again.
Just give me a minute. I'm gonna plug in upstairs. It might be better.
Sure. We're just gonna mute you. Yeah, there we go. While you're transporting. All right. All right, Matt. Mr. D'Amato,
Yes.
can you?
Kind of walk you through. So it's the lot 327037, right in the middle of the page.
Okay.
So basically, if you see the house, there's the kind of right off to the right of it is the garage. That's what's going to be basically transformed into a studio. So the footprint of the actual building won't change. It's not going to go up or out or anything like that. It would just basically have the front closed off and put in obviously plumbing. And you can see there should be adequate parking. I think the picture shows a few cars, but we have 3 total between us. So that should not be an issue for parking. I know that's one of the things you guys have to look at. But basically there would be a door to the kind of right side leading in. And it would basically be a little studio apartment for my mother, and we would take over the larger part of the house.
Okay. And what is it now? It's just,
It's just that the building is a garage,
it's a garage.
a cement floor garage, which has to be, altered and then obviously insulated and put plumbing in. But again, it won't go up or out. The footprint won't change.
And what about Board of Health issues? Is there any?
Should be fine. We went through a lot, but Drew should have gotten in writing from them that we actually don't have to do anything.
I
Drew?
do have that.
Okay.
It took months and months, but finally.
So, Drew, are there any issues or comments you want to make?
No, it's essentially what we're doing, or what, Mr. Milano wants to do, is a conversion from single family to two family, which requires a site plan approval. And as him and I discussed in length, a few things you need to look at is Department of Health approval and parking. They seem to be what the zoning law identifies. So his contractor talked to the Department of Health many times, and they gave him many answers over the telephone, but had a little difficulty in terms of getting them in writing. So I reached out to Dutchess County Department of Health local rep, and I just asked her about the thing. And what I wrote to her was, and I'll read this into the record for you. An applicant is proposing changing the configuration of their single-family residence to include an additional kitchen to create a separate living space for an elder parent. There is no expansion of living space or increase of number of bedrooms. Is this considered a change of use that would require health department involvement? And wrote back and said, if there is no addition number of bedrooms and the raw sewer line will not be moved, there is no need, or you do not need health department approval. Although the applicant with his new configuration should not encroach on any aspect of the septic system that has already been installed, which Matt is aware of.
Mhm.
I take
But
it
does
that
this-
the pipes that are there, like, just connecting into the pipe is fine.
No, there's, well, yeah, nothing from the exterior of the house will be touched.
Does this constitute adding a bedroom within the meaning of that letter?
I didn't hear the question.
Does this constitute the addition of a bedroom within the meaning of the letter? You just wrote that since, I think I heard, you read rather, I think I heard that you, since there will be no addition of a bedroom, or if there is no addition of a bedroom, is no problem. But is there an addition to of a bedroom here in effect because it's going to become an apartment?
No, Matt and I discussed that. They're going, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. You're going to remove one bedroom from the main part of the house. So there is no net gain of bedrooms.
Correct.
Aha.
There'll be no closet in that room.
Okay, I missed that part.
I didn't say it, so it's my fault.
Okay, no problem.
So you didn't miss it because I didn't say it. Apologize.
Thank you. Thank you for making me look good, Mr. D'Amato.
Oh, hey, that's why I'm here.
My only other question is this the sort of thing that requires any notification to neighbors? I asked just out of, because I don't know. Guess not.
I don't know. Is Warren with us? Tricia?
Yes,
Hi.
yes.
I have to recuse myself from this because one of the owners, Luann Ballantyne, is a secretary of mine.
Oh, great.
So, sorry.
And the only lawyer in the room besides you doesn't know what he's talking about because he's asking the question.
I
mean,
think
I
Ray
wouldn't-
could-
I
think
wouldn't
Ray
think
could
that we
answer
would
the
need any.
questions if you- for-
Probably not. I don't see a problem.
There's nothing happening to the footprint.
No, they know about it. I mean, that wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
If I needed something.
Well, what is this, site plan approval?
Yes.
So Drew, I don't have it in front of me. Does our zoning law require a public hearing for site plan approval, or can that be waived?
It can be waived.
So
Let's waive it.
unless the board determines to have a site plan approval, you don't have to notify, a hearing. You don't have to notify the neighbors.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
waive the hearing.
I'm good with that.
All right, well, all right, well, we need a motion. Can I get a motion to waive the public hearing?
So
I'll
moved.
make-
Second?
I'll
Pick one.
second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so the public hearing has been waived for this application. Now, my next question is, as far as a site plan, does this satisfy what we need for a site plan? Or do we need like an actual map made?
If you're asking me, that's something I really prefer if Ray weighed in on.
All right, so that's,
Unless Drew can answer that question without consulting with Ray.
No, I've, I think it's either a board decision or a Ray's decision.
You know,
I don't think we need a map to know what's going on, especially since there's no change.
That's what I think. If there's no change in the footprint, what good would a map do?
yeah, there's
And
no
this-
outward improvements, right?
No,
So
And
there's
what-
no site improvements on this, so.
and what's the parking regulation, Drew?
It's just that you're kind of tasked with looking at there is adequate parking.
And they have 3 cars, so there are 3 spaces.
Yeah, got plenty of parking.
Okay,
There's more
So-
spaces if they needed, it looks like to me.
I grew up there with 4 cars, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
well, we would do a resolution, but Warren, you're saying we need to find someone, what's her name? I'm forgetting her name at the moment.
I guess if you understand the conflict I have,
Yeah,
and it's just a matter of preparing the resolution that you've agreed upon tonight, I can do it, but I don't have it ready for you.
right. I understand.
Could it wait till the next meeting?
What is your time frame like, Mr. Demono?
As soon as possible, really. I mean, it's been going on for quite a while, so I mean, I'd prefer if we can get it, started right away.
Well, I can only have it for the next meeting, or if you want to have a special meeting.
I don't mind having a special meeting. I mean,
Yeah. I
is
mean,
everyone so,
Sorry, go ahead, Kate.
Huh?
If you select a date for a special meeting and I don't have to attend, I can prepare the resolution.
Good.
I mean, it would only be a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah,
Under the open meetings
That
law,
sounds like a plan. We'll get the resolution together and then we'll schedule a special meeting to just get it approved.
do we need to have a certain amount of notice under the open meetings law to schedule the meeting, like 10 days or something?
you have to have it, if the meeting is scheduled 7 days, you have to post it. And if the meeting will be more than 7 days from now, you have to notify the newspaper. Just the way you would do a special meeting. You've done special meetings before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you just schedule a special meeting tonight? Just pick a date for a special meeting, a date and time.
We're more than 7 days away, right?
If you want, I am really backed up. I just got back from vacation, so if I 7 to 10 days would be better for me.
How about Monday, the 20th?
20, what was it? Were you saying the 20th? I was looking at my calendar.
Okay, so July 20th
Yes,
at 7:30 p.m. and
yes.
I'll prepare the resolution so you'll have it for the meeting. But if you don't mind, I'm not going to attend.
No, that's fine. Yes.
Yeah,
as long as
okay.
the resolution is squared away.
All right. As long as everybody understands my conflict, and if everybody's waiving the conflict, I'll prepare the resolution.
May I propose a motion to waive the, I move to waive the conflict.
Can I have a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so all you have to do is post the notice on the notice board of the town and on the website, and just give the newspaper notice of the special meeting.
Okay,
You don't have to advertise.
Roger.
I have a question. Since we're now in phase 4, can we have meetings at town hall?
It's up to you. Some boards are doing that now, some are not.
As I stated at the beginning, the open meeting law exceptions have been extended as per that 202.48 executive order.
I won't be here on the 20th, but I can zoom in.
I would prefer a Zoom meeting.
No, this
Yeah.
is gonna be a Zoom meeting. I mean,
All right.
in my mind, we're doing these for the foreseeable future. Like, well,
Right.
you know, if the
We
governor-
have an in-person meeting scheduled tomorrow in Northeast. I'm dying to see how that goes.
Well, anyway, let's, so that'll be a Zoom meeting, just so
Okay.
everyone's clear on the 20th.
All right, I'll prepare the resolution for you.
All right, great. All right,
Drew, can you just forward to me what you got from the health department and anything else you have in the file?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
next. Well, so thank you, Mr. D'Amato. So is he still here? Where is he?
Yep, I'm still here.
And you're clear on what's happening? The 20th, we're just gonna vote on the resolution and.
Yep.
I mean, you can be there to watch it or whatever, but you know,
Sure.
technically you probably don't even need to.
I don't mind. If
Okay.
you need me, I'm there. Trust me.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Now, Dale, are you there?
I am.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
we do hear you.
Good. Finally, we get through.
Just in time. It's perfect timing. Warren, so where are we with all the map changes and deeds and what do you call it?
Okay,
Maintenance agreements and all those things?
Yeah, I'm okay with everything, and I put that in the resolution. The merger deed, the deed and the merger deed that was sent to me by Dale's attorney is acceptable. I've gotten confirmation of the filed easements for the right-of-ways. Let's see what else. There is one easement that Ray Jakowski required that was sent to me. That was fine. I referenced that in the resolution. The only thing that has not been done is Dale has to provide an agreement, a maintenance agreement, where Dale and well, I guess it would be the Living Trust would have to assume responsibility for the private roadway running from Route 82 through the Mitchell property to the eastern terminus of the lands of M&D Corp. And I put that in the resolution, the requirements for that. Since there's not going to be a road maintenance agreement, Dale indicated that he was agreeable with assuming responsibility for maintaining that road. But that's the
Warren,
one
you-
document I don't have.
Warren,
So-
you're talking about the road section that terminates at what was the Gom property?
Correct.
Yes, okay.
It's in the proposed resolution in paragraph 4, all the details. So rather than hold the approval up, what I did was I prepared a conditional resolution, which is so that it can be approved tonight, but that before it can be signed, your attorney has to submit to me the proposed driveway maintenance agreement in accordance with the requirements of paragraph 4. And that's going to have to be filed in the Dutchess County Clerk's office after you file the subdivision. And that is just a condition of the signing of the agreement, of the resolution of approval.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, and as far as the board is concerned, everyone's ready to vote on this? Have any issues or anything? No. All right. Well, let me read the resolution.
And you're going to take out the seeker reference also, right?
Correct. Did you like how I changed it with the other one?
Yes. That's fine.
Town of Pine Plains Planning Board, resolution approving the Mitchell minor subdivision lot line adjustment application. Whereas Dale O. Mitchell and Marilyn McClue and Dale Mitchell as trustee of the Dale Mitchell Living Trust, hereafter collectively known as Mitchell, have made application to the Pine Plains Planning Board for a lot line adjustment minor subdivision of 70.03 acres, 70.03 acre parcel number 525907, owned by Dale Mitchell and Marilyn McLeod. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. To carve out a 30.29 acre portion of the said property and combine them with the adjoining 4.08 acre parcel number 437096, owned by Dale O. Mitchell as trustee of the Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust. And whereas Mitchell has submitted a subdivision map of the said minor subdivision boundary line adjustment dated May 28th, 2020, and revised on July 1st, 2020, prepared by Richard Hanback, licensed surveyor. And whereas the said subdivision map and application were reviewed by the planning board in accordance with the provisions of section 2230-8 of the town code at its June 10th, 2020 meeting. And whereas the proposed subdivision map and application submission have been forwarded to the attorney for the town for his review and to the engineer for the town for his review and comments. And whereas the engineer for the town has submitted a comment letter dated May 19th, 2020, addressing certain issues which needed to be resolved for the applicant, including but not limited to verification of recorded deeded easement for ingress and ingress and egress running from New York State Route 82 to the northerly portion of the property past the property is currently owned by Samowitz and Klein, New York LLC, Post Office, and M&D Land Corporation, strip mall, and running to the town of Pine Plains water tower property. 2, verification of formal recorded easement of a southern roadway encumbering the said property running past the Stewart's Ice Cream Company, Inc. property. 3, resolution of the encroachment of the driveway serving 2336 Route 83 upon the lands of Dale Mitchell. And 4, verification and depiction of the map of a Pine Plains water improvement area water line running along the eastern side of Route 83, in the area of the northern roadway of the property. And whereas the attorney of the town has required the submission of proper merger deed documents in relevant part for the merging of the property to be conveyed from Dale O. Mitchell and Marilyn McClellan to the Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust to be recorded in the office of Dutchess County Clerk, and a driveway maintenance agreement for that portion of the private road running from Route 82 past the properties of Samowitz and Klein and M&D Land Corporation over the northern portion of the said properties to the town of Pine Plains water tower property to ensure that the portion of the roadway running from Route 82 to the western terminus of the lands of M&D Land Corporation will be maintained, repaired, improved, and replaced in perpetuity in a suitable for the passage of motor vehicles and emergency vehicles in all weather conditions.
It should be in a suitable form for the passage of motor vehicles.
Yes, I agree, Jane.
It,
So Tricia, note that we'll, whereas the action has been determined to be a type 2 action under seeker and does not require an EAS form. Whereas Mitchell on or about July 1st, 2020 submitted a revised subdivision plot addressing the issues raised by the town engineer and the attorney to the town. And whereas the planning board has determined that a public hearing need not be held in conjunction with this application. And whereas an attorney for Mitchell has provided a proposed deed from Mitchell and McLeod to the Mitchell Trust and a proposed merger deed from Mitchell Trust merging the two parcels, which the attorney to the town has found to be acceptable in the form and content. And whereas Mitchell has not thus far provided a road maintenance agreement, but has indicated his willingness to assume the sole responsibility for the future maintenance, repair, improvement, and replacement of that portion of the private road running from Route 82 through the Mitchell property and culminating in the eastern terminus of M&D Land Corporation to be recorded in the office of the Dutchess County Clerk. And whereas Mitchell has also provided, at the request of the town engineer, a right-of-way easement granting Mitchell a right-of-way easement across a portion of the Mitchell and McLeod property to provide rights of ingress and egress in favor of Mitchell and any future owners of the Mitchell property, which easement document has been reviewed by the town engineer and found to be acceptable in form and content. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the planning board, after review of the
are you taking that out? Yeah.
has determined that the action has all right, hold on. Give me a second. We don't need that whole part, right, Warren?
Yeah, you can take that first resolve on page 3 out. Yeah.
Resolve that conditional subdivision approval is hereby granted for the Mitchell subdivision and lot line adjustment subject to the following terms and conditions. That all fees for engineering and legal consultant services rendered to the planning board in conjunction with review of this application and all filing and recreation fees to be paid in full prior to the signing of the subdivision plat by the planning board chairman. That Mitchell file in the office of the Dutchess County Clerk a deed running from Mitchell and McLeod to the Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust and a merger deed running from Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust to the Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust as approved by the town attorney within 7 working days of the filing of the subdivision map, with proof of said filing provided to the planning board and to the attorney for the town. The Mitchell file, Number 3, that Mitchell file in the office of the Dutchess County Clerk the right-of-way easement agreement within 7 working days of the filing of the subdivision map and provide proof of said filing to the planning board chairman and to the attorney for the town. 4, that Mitchell shall submit to the attorney for the town a proposed driveway maintenance agreement in form and substance acceptable to the attorney for the town, which provides in relevant part for the assumption of responsibility in perpetuity by Dale O. Mitchell Living Trust and its heirs, and assigns that portion of the private roadway running from New York State Route 82 through the Mitchell property to the eastern terminus of the lands of M&D Land Corporation as shown on the subdivision map, and that the agreement also provide that said road shall be kept in good repair and that all required maintenance, repairs, improvements, or replacement of said private road be performed by Mitchell. I'm sorry, one second. By Mitchell at Mitchell's sole cost and expense, so as to keep the road in good passable condition for motor vehicles and emergency vehicles in all weather conditions, and further, that the said agreement be enforceable by Samowitz and Klein, New York LLC, M&D Land Corporation in the town of Pine Plains, and that if any action is filed by any of the said parties to enforce the terms of said agreement, that the prevailing party shall be responsible for all legal fees, costs, and expenses as awarded by the court, and that said agreement, after approval by the attorney to the town, be filed in the office of the Dutchess County Clerk with proof of filing provided to the attorney to the town and planning board, and that such filing take place no later than 20 days after the filing of said subdivision map in the office of Dutchess County Clerk. Can I have a motion to accept this resolution with the noted minor corrections that need to be made?
Yeah, and there's one other, on page 2, the top paragraph, that should be Route 82, not Route 83. So,
Okay. The one that says 22336?
yeah, the water line easement, that runs along Route 82, I believe.
All right. Oh, the water line. I see.
Yeah.
The side of Route 80. So the water line running along the eastern side of Route 82 in the area of the northern roadway of the property. All right. I'll have to make that change. All right. So with those noted changes, can I have a motion to accept this resolution?
So moved.
Can I have a second? Someone?
I think Kate spoke, but she was muted.
Oh,
Sorry, I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All
Okay.
opposed? No. Let it be shown that the motion passed unopposed, and we're all set. So, Dale, thank you for coming, and you know what you got to do to get this finished up, and we'll get that.
Yeah, will I be able to get a copy of that resolution?
Correct.
Yes.
Once we make those minor changes, we'll send that along to you in your turn.
Okay, okay. All right.
All
I
right,
will I'll get back to you, Warren, as soon as I can with the agreement.
okay, no problem.
Okay.
I'm leaving. Keep safe, healthy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Where are we, guys? All right, so we did the minutes already. Has anyone been able to take any classes?
I've signed up, but I don't think they've happened yet.
The emails that went out about classes that the Dutchess County Planning Organization, at least with my computer, it didn't have the line to link on one line, so I couldn't get linked to it.
Sign up for the course, you mean?
Yeah,
Can you get it on their website?
I have no idea. I tried, I couldn't find it, I gave up. It was basically something I'd already taken in the past, so I wasn't wild about doing it anyway, but it's frustrating.
Yeah, so if you go to their site, there's definitely other ones that they have.
I think I'll wait till they're offering them in person.
What you can do is you can copy and paste it, and then you take the other part that's on the second line, you copy and paste it, and then you take that whole thing, copy and paste it together into your address bar, then it should work.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait till the fall and see what's offered. I'm not planning to be on the board more than another year anyway, so, you know, if I don't get it done, I don't stay on the board.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, they have things on their website, and that you just have to watch them and review them, and you know, type up what you want, you know, the title of the course, and just pass it on that way. Or like you said, wait till they start doing them in person. Does anyone have anything? Oh, Drew, did you ever, so the thing we talked about last month, you eventually, you got back to that person that sent the letter about the fountains and the sign?
Oh, no, I haven't. I will respond to her.
Okay, please do. So she
Yes,
sent-
I will.
Send me another.
Is this that horse farm on Route 83?
Yes.
33, yes.
I
The
didn't think, I
water-
don't think it's as bad as was described in
No,
that.
I agree.
And I agree.
The waterfall is working now. It looked pretty awful while they were building it, but it, it's pretty minor at this point.
What I did do, I went back on Google Street View and got a photo of what they looked like a couple years ago. And the old business had two signs exactly where the new signs are. So when I addressed it to the owner, he said, well, gee, I didn't know I really did anything wrong. I just thought I was replacing the signs that were there, which in essence he did. And I think the statues in the waterfall is not a place that we want to go as a town.
I actually like the statues,
I
so
know.
I don't know why they bother,
Yeah.
why they're bothered by the statues.
Well, I do too, and I guess all that says is that this is entirely a matter of of personal taste, and some people will like it and some people won't. That's the way art is.
Well, I wondered if the person saw them or was just hearing from somebody else. I don't know, the initial
Well,
letter made
I-
it sound
I
like they
wrote
were
it
gonna
back.
be like Goliath, huge, which I didn't think they were, but whatever.
Well, and regardless, the statues, being that they don't have like words on them, they're not in our purview at like all.
Right.
Right.
The water feature either, I'm pretty sure. The only thing I said is if there's lighting. Put
There
lighting.
were little, just light Christmas lights woven through the horses, but I think those are gone now.
Mm.
They were sort of pretty, but
I think the whole thing was attractive myself.
yeah.
Okay. And I don't know. I can't think if there's anything else. I don't think there is anything else. Anyone else have anything? Nope. All right. I have a motion. Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting for July is adjourned. Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.
Tricia, I won't need to come to the special meeting. To the,
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
no, I don't need to come.
I don't think so, right, Michael? Does
No.
Sarah have to be there? Okay.
No, you're just gonna be on for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Thanks.
Well,